Alright, the car is running, the AC is on, it's really hot, it's like 97. Ironically, I came to a place that has a lower humidity than Vegas, although it's still very hot. The car is like an oven, so that's going. I'm gonna get to Talking Stick. It's pretty far, it's like a 45-minute drive, but I'll get there, I'll play. I have a roadrunner story for you, those are rare, and yeah, you know, the point of these trips, a trip like this, not really to kill the hours. I have done that before. I remember on May 3rd and 4th, 2019, ultimately I was driving from Nebraska, the semester ended in law school, to Atlantic City. I stopped in Joliet for a day, but then the 3rd and the 4th, I stopped in Pittsburgh. So on the 3rd, I drove from Joliet to Pittsburgh and still got 8 hours, 15 minutes in. And then the next day, knowing I would need to wake up and drive to Atlantic City the day after, I got 11 hours and 4 minutes in, something like that. It was 19 hours, 18 minutes total over those 2 days. So I have, you know, combined a lot of driving, you know, the travel and tons of poker. Not this weekend though, just had to get out of town for EDC weekend and playing a few hours, but not going nuts. And that's the view from the parking garage, just nothing in the middle of nowhere, Arizona. Okay, so this driveway is leaving that way, leaving the garage. Up there, and you can see a vehicle right there, that's entering. That driveway right up there on top of the hill is where the only time I've ever seen an actual roadrunner. Rice, what was it doing, you might ask? I'm not kidding, it was running across the road. I was driving in, it was about 2 years ago, it was 2021, it was mid-April, I was in Vegas, and I heard WinStar was finally reopening, so I booked rooms in Oklahoma and Texas, and I came to Phoenix for 3 days and played here for 2 of them. And one of the days I was driving in, a roadrunner ran across my car on that driveway. It was running across the road, literally, and that was the only time I saw a roadrunner. Had to tell my mom, of course, her favorite character on Looney Tunes is a roadrunner, so much so that when I found out the University of Texas San Antonio, UTSA, their team name is the Roadrunners, I got her a shirt with a roadrunner on it, and she like actually follows their football team now. We watched their bowl game a couple of years ago. It was the only football game my mom ever watched that was not a Super Bowl. So there's a high hand going on for all day today in Vegas. That would be a terrible thing. Vegas and Maryland Live. Here I expect it to be a lot like the Horseshoe Baltimore, where it brings people out to play who wouldn't normally play, but don't just sit here and wait for royal flushes. They actually play hands. So I expect a ton of good tables going today. The casino is behind me, but they moved the poker room in the past 2 years. Now it's in this tent. I'll show you in a second. Shout out to, from yesterday, Big Fish No Shrimp. That's the name he went by in Bravo. He told me they moved it when I told him I was playing Desert Diamond yesterday, but Talking Stick today. Here is the tent, quote unquote. Not, you know, a tent you would bring if you were camping by yourself, but if you could get a better view of the top, which you can't really from here or through the camera. Yeah, not that solid of a structure. And there is the actual casino. Now poker is separate. Don't like that. No stragglers walking around, but no wait list. You can't call in. I do like that. Alright, I'm done. If I ever stay here on extended stay, I'll find out how to drive to this surface parking right near the poker room, the tent, but I don't know how to get there. Wasn't trying to get there, so I got a long walk through the casino to the garage where I parked. Not a long walk, I guess, but longer than if I parked right there on the surface lot. Pretty sure I only have losing sessions lifetime in the state of Arizona. Pretty sure before this weekend it was just 2021 on the way from Vegas to WinStar. 2 sessions, I think both were losing. I know I lost yesterday, I lost today. Today I had aces, kings, or queens. I combined 6 times, lost with 5 of them, and one's got no action pre-flop, so winning absolutely tiny or losing are my 2 options, basically for the whole year. It's amazing that I'm up any amount of money. But it's not devastating, it's more annoying than anything else, and it's just been happening a lot this year. That's about it. Tomorrow, another video, the last video of this road trip, short road trip, but 4 videos total. Tomorrow I'll be driving back to Vegas. I check in at the Rio whenever I get back into town. Today, I got 1 more stop, though, before I head back to the house. You'll see in a second. I'll have the number 2 with cheese on it.
Is that a meal?
Just the sandwich.
Anything else?
And no mustard.
Anything else?
That's it.
Your total will be 907 at the window.
Alright. Okay, back at the house. This is the final day. So, shout out to John. I just played with him at Talking Stick. He was on my left briefly. We didn't overlap for a ton of time. I didn't play a marathon day. Like I said, this trip wasn't for massive hours. And shout out, not that he watches the channel, to Chuck on my right from Ohio. He didn't know about the channel. I didn't bring it up to him, but he did say he loves watching a lot of YouTube poker content. So maybe one day he stumbles upon the channel. Maybe this video exactly. And there's a shout out to him. I'm gonna go inside and in the morning, head back to Vegas.